So you know how I think of things when I have free time and I shouldn't?
Yep.
So I was wondering.
Yep.
The person who invented the clock.
Yeah. Which one? The digital or the hand?
The first clock ever.
Okay.
How did that person know what time it was?
Oh, that's a really good question.
I thought so.
Bouncer back toward the middle. Gobbled up by Young. One hopper. And Bohm is safe. You know, there is that sundial they might have used.
Is that accurate, though?
Oh.
I got a reason to speak what's on my mind. You know I've always loved you all this time. But you gotta understand the seasons of our lives. We haven't always seen things eye to eye. You know we can't go on living on our own. So say goodbye to yesterday. If your heart is with me, then it's better you stay. We're holding on to something. We keep on coming up with reasons to go on. We need a reason to go on. We're holding on to something. We keep on coming up with reasons to go on. I got a feeling, you know what's on my mind. You know I never left it undefined. Think you understand that we cannot rewind. Our future could be redesigned. You know we can't go on living on our own. So say goodbye to yesterday. If your heart is with me, then it's better you stay. We're holding on to something. We keep on coming up with reasons to go on. We need a reason to go on. We're holding on to something. We keep on coming up with reasons to go on. We're holding on to something. We keep on coming up with reasons to go on. We need a reason to go on. We're holding on to something. We keep on coming up with reasons to go on.
Terrence eating it without the cutlet on it.
God hates a quitter.
I'm making a mess. I'm sorry, guys.
God hates
I got really excited.
God hates a quitter.
A salad on a sandwich is really up my alley.
Salad on a sandwich. It's like croutons. The bread's the croutons. 0-2 to Suarez. Inside.
If I ever become a vegan, would you just punch me in the face as hard as you can?
You know,
You're listening.
Yeah, like all the time I'm listening.
WATB with Christian, Eric, and Carl sometimes.
Listen in your office, in your car, or even your neighborhood bar.
Close your eyes. We're going to give you a big surprise.
And here it is.
Welcome to Who Are These Broadcasters? I'm Christian Blatt. And to be honest, my professional life is at about a 2, but my personal life is at a 9. With me, as always, is my Robin Quivers, Fred Norris, Jackie Martling, and Artie Lang all rolled into one. Eric Zane, how are you, sir?
Never better. I can. I think I'm the same. 2 and 9. I can live with that. Hello to you.
Well, if we're going to be speaking numbers, we have to bring in the $600,000 man, Carl Hamburger, Hamburger. Carl, how are you?
I'm doing well, buddy. Thank you so much for having me on this fine program this afternoon.
We were really excited to have you on today.
Me too, buddy. I'll tell you what, man. I had a whole day planned for myself today. I was really excited. I got up early, going to listen to some Howard Stern for the first time in a long time. And
I got up early too. I got up at 4 a.m. and I was ready to go. And, we promoted this show. I even called in to this little piggy to be like, hey, we got a show coming. It was a big show. But that's not what happened, is it, Carl?
So my plan today was to get all this Howard Stern stuff figured out, come on this show, talk about that with you guys. And then I have all these clips and all this stuff to talk about with Drew Lane at 5:30. So that's all taken care of. I can go out and get my hair cut in between. I got shit to do today. And then I'm listening, and George Takei is 88 years old and singing show tunes. I'm like, this doesn't sound like the big announcement about the contract. This sounds like a rerun.
It was a lot of focus on, hey, we've got our guy who does a George Takei impression, and we've got our guy who does a Ronnie impression. Yeah, I don't know. Back in the old days, they would just have George Takei and Ronnie on, but instead,
oh my,
yeah. So right at 7:00 Eastern, I guess, is basically what happened, and we did not get what we had been promised. I mean, the great J.D. Harmeyer had just over the weekend. He'd been telling us to get ready, Carl, and
he's gonna get fired.
Well, probably. Our buddy Casey Day made a thumbnail. Look, that's got the cartoon you, which I know you love being a cartoon. And none of that. It's all, I have 2 jingles that I got for this episode. Maybe I'll play it.
Doug from the Jingles Department was even working on this episode.
Yeah, I got Doug from
all hands on deck for this easy.
Yeah, Eric Nagel was going to pop in for a little bit. There was going to be so much big news. But instead, we got this at 7 a.m.
Controversy swirls around the Howard Stern Show.
He's not retiring. He got fired.
Howard Stern Show may be coming to an end.
Was Howard Stern dismissed, fired, let go by Sirius XM? Was Howard Stern too expensive, too political? What is going on? Today was the day to answer all questions, and yet the controversy continues.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern. Howard Stern.
Howard Stern will now speak Monday.
Are you kidding?
Howard 100.
What the F is going on here?
Something I haven't said in a long time, but I agree with Robin. Are you kidding me? What the F is going on here?
I actually have a note for my buddy Howard.
Fuck you!
It's funny. I have in my notes. I was going to ask you to play that. So it's as if we planned it. So they also tweeted this out. And as I pointed out, you can't comment on this tweet. They turned off the comments. I don't know if Howard always turns off comments. He probably should. So he's going to speak on Monday, September 8th.
Easy. What do you make of this? This is so unprofessional. What's going on?
To me, it's part of the whole thing that I can't believe we fell for it. I can't believe that idiots like me fell for the idea that he wasn't going to be on Sirius. I so much wanted him to be fired that I was like, ooh, big news. But come on.
How does this help, though? They've been promoting this for weeks that he's going to be on September 2nd, and they takes another week off. How does that help him in any way?
That all, I don't know. I can't speak to that. Other than just to get another week of people talking about Howard. It doesn't matter if they're saying anything negative about him, but one more, let's face it. After this, there's nothing else interesting to talk about for Howard Stern. So if he can milk that for another week.
Buck Naked in the chat, and I got a note from an insider who said the same thing. One of Beth's cats died. Is that why we're getting pushed back a week?
Well,
for the whiskers?
I mean, it would be one of 23 cats. So the New York Post, an organization that we know, Carl, only reports facts.
Just the facts. Yeah.
Just the facts.
They do a great job with that.
So they did have a post about this. Again, our buddy Erock brought it to my attention. So they have the explanation, not returning this Tuesday. And the interesting thing here is sources, I'd like to know who these people are, told the Daily Mail that the radio host carefully crafted the out of the blue email to be reassuring and prevent panic, and that they received it last evening. So right before they went to bed, everybody thought they were going into work today. So the Post also put out this idea, and they mentioned that the famed shock jock is also believed to be grappling with family health issues, most notably his mother, who turns 98 in October.
Damn.
So
he doesn't even talk to his mother anymore. He hates her.
Really?
Oh,
well, she's got dementia. She doesn't know who he is.
So he just doesn't talk to her? What an asshole.
Well, I don't know. I don't listen to Howard Stern, but I don't think the relationship is what it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, as far as she knows, she still talks to him. It's
right.
Probably the way that Howard looks at
He's
it.
He's just got a fucking cut out there.
The last
on the thing.
The last thing that I want to get in from the New York Post article, though, is Stern's audience has fallen from 20 million at its height to 125,000 daily listeners now. Do you feel like that's accurate? And by that, Carl, I mean, sounds a little high, 125,000.
Yeah, there's no way it was ever 20 million.
Yeah.
That number's wrong. 125,000, maybe if you catch people who just bought their new Jeep or they're just running the new Hyundai and they're just pushing the buttons on their new radio to see what's doing. That's the only way I could figure you'd get that number, but they can't measure it. So it's definitely just made up.
Yeah, that's the thing that always, I mean, I would love for that to be true, but no one knows this. No one's going to reveal that. The only time they're going to reveal it is if it's high, and even that is going to be a crapshoot.
No, like Eric, it's not that they won't reveal it. It's that they literally don't have the technology to measure what people are listening to on satellite. There is no mechanism in place to know how many people are listening.
Gotcha.
On the website and through the app, they can.
Yeah. Right.
But they're focused on cars. That's still like their thing.
Which you'd think that if you're logged into a subscription service in any way, even if it's just turning on your car, I don't know, a light blinks somewhere and they're like, okay, that's one, but
tell us more about this technology that you understand, Christian.
And Chris says those are Eric Zane numbers. We have a chat that came in from a dear friend of the show. Chad's missing upper lip. Do you want to read it, Eric? I know you block him on Twitter, so you can't read what.
Well, I don't block him. I want him to think that he's following. I just mute him.
Mute him.
I mute him.
I apologize.
He writes, "Haha, fuck you too." Glad you wait. Yeah, I was reading it and you deleted it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Glad Stern went, as he writes, full Jew and canceled today. Do Jewish people do that? Is that? I don't know.
I don't know, Carl. You work with one. Is that something that happens common?
She gets here on time. Yeah. She keeps her appointments. So
I love Jewish people. I don't know what the fuck his problem is.
Well, Chad's missing upper lip has a lot of problems. Sorry, go ahead, Carl.
What's crazy about this is there's a missed opportunity because Howard could have put it out there that he's holding out. He needs them to come to the bargaining table. He's not getting the right response from the people at Sirius XM. Like, turn this into like a bigger thing. Get people talking. Instead, just like, oh yeah, never mind. I'll be there Monday.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And by the way, will he be there Monday? I don't know if I'm going to get up again. Maybe I'll just I'll just rewind the app when I do actually wake up for real.
Yeah, man. You don't have to be there live listening at 4 a.m. I promise you that.
Yeah. And I'll have a whole day to work with it. Chad's missing upper lip. Thanks for the $1.99. Hashtag fire Zane. Hashtag fire Blatt. Oh, because the boss is here. You figure you've got his attention. All right. That's fine.
Carl, we've been here for like 2 years.
I know. It's impressive.
They thought it would never, ever work. Well, it still doesn't really work.
We thought it would never work.
It's serviceable. It's serviceable.
It's happening. I can tell you that. We're doing it, and it's happening.
We're doing it. We're absolutely doing it. Well, Carl, before you run off and get back to your day.
Can I tell you what my day has become now because of fucking Howard Stern?
I would love to hear
Piece of shit. So now I'm listening to a podcast called One Bad Movie. Stephen Baldwin is talking to Denise Richards, and Stephen Baldwin might be the dumbest person on this planet. Like I know he made like a couple hot chicks and stuff, so good for him on that. But holy shit, he can't keep a conversation going. Denise Richards will tell him something, and then 2 seconds later, he'll ask her that exact same question that she just answered, and she's just like, "Yeah, that's what I was saying, right?"
They just don't listen. That's the number one thing people don't do when they host these shows. They don't actually listen to people.
I don't know what you just said, but Carl, is that the Jesus-y one? Is that the Jesus Baldwin?
I believe so. Yes, no. He's the outcast.
Okay.
So I have to pull clips from that abortion.
Yeah.
And then the thing that I'm actually looking forward to is Stuttering John on his program on Sunday. You know, the last episode he'll ever do, obviously.
Ever, yeah. Was
talking about his fantasy football draft.
Oh no!
And really breaking it down and talking about what a genius he was, because Yahoo Sports gave him an A+ on his draft.
Oh,
so he's feeling really good about himself. So I'll be breaking that down with Drew and the boys.
That might be the first A+ since the 4th grade.
When you say boys, aren't you keeping someone out? Isn't Trudy on there?
Trudy doesn't join us on Tuesdays when I'm on.
Okay, all right. So it is the boys.
Yeah, it's just the boys on Tuesday.
And we'll see. We'll all see each other very soon. It's going to be another get together.
I'm very excited about the Magic Bag. September 12th. We'll be down in Ferndale.
I have a question for you. Is Ted Williams going to be there?
No Ted Williams. Instead, Dave Landau.
Oh, my God. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew about Dave, but I didn't know if Ted was coming back.
So there's organized, or at least casual plans for some potential violence at Ferndale. And Carl, I understand at Chrissy Mayr's Content House, there also might be some violence. So
there's a price on my head, as you know.
I know.
If Gino Bisconte punches me out, that's $3,000 in his pocket. And I'm guessing other people will negotiate other terms with Kevin Brennan because, he likes to shell out money to control people. So we could probably get a few people hitting me.
I'm thinking now, does Gino not like you?
No, Gino and I are cool.
Okay, but Kevin would want to punch you.
Yeah, Kevin does not like me.
Okay, is he going to be there, do you think, really?
No, Kevin won't be there. He will pay Gino because he knows he's going to be there.
Do it. Okay, gotcha,
yeah.
Gotcha.
But Gino didn't even know that I had explained that to him.
See, I wasn't listening to you.
So we might get some like blood capsules or something and make it look real legit. But I'll be all right.
Then Gino's going to have to split the money with you. Dwyer Christian said, remember when the show was called WATB? Yeah, I remember.
Come on.
There's an important thing I want to try to settle with you, Carl, before you run off.
Okay.
There is something that has been burning up the voicemail line over there on WATP. And that is the appropriate name for a Renaissance fair, or to some people want to know, is it a Renaissance festival? And I can solve this for you.
Great.
They're interchangeable because the New York Renaissance Fair that is still open in Sterling Forest, New York, 5 minutes away from where I grew up, used to be called the Renaissance Festival. And how do I know that? Well, because I worked there when I was in high school. And I know you're thinking, this cool guy worked at the Renaissance Festival. But I was 16. I was basically a bar back. I had access to alcohol and a bunch of girls from other towns who didn't know what a loser I was. So, best job ever, but let everyone know at WATP, Carl, you could just switch the terms. I don't think anybody needs to leave a voicemail about it again.
First off, no solution was given just now. So you weighing in on this did not help in any single way.
Renaissance
no solution.
Fair?
Is it one or the other?
Festival.
Christian goes, they're all good.
They're the same.
Secondly, how the fuck did you make that about you? We've had a conversation on our voicemails, and you made that an anecdote about 16-year-old Christian Blatt? Who gives a shit?
I mean,
who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck?
My 16-year-old fingers definitely cared.
Okay. See,
Easy. Are you not doing this enough? Do you need to start? I need you to start cracking the whip over here.
No, he doesn't do this with me. He
not
with me. He only does it with you. Are you kidding me? I'm just getting caught up. I don't know what the fuck is going on with any of this, but I now am easily brought up to speed, and I want to kill him too.
All right, good. Good.
Well, next time we're doing a show together, I'll tell you my Robin Givens story, but don't worry. I won't make it about me anymore.
Whatever.
So Carl, do you want to try this again next week and try and listen to some Howard clips?
Yes, we can definitely do that. Let's
right.
mark it down. Trying to think, what is next week? Next week
today with Drew, will it appear today?
I think
appear today.
They always put it up at nighttime after we're done, and definitely the video will be up on YouTube tonight.
Excellent.
Yeah, they just got all new equipment and lights and cameras. They look like a
God.
big fancy professional show now.
It already was like that. Holy shit, that's incredible. That's awesome.
Rocco Orb says, "How about Tree Fitty to punch Carl?" Wait,
Nobody's.
you
fucking
gave the Loch
punching
Ness
Carl.
monster Tree Fitty?
No one's punching Carl. All right.
Well, I know someone in here who wants to do that. Tom Myers is in the chat.
Oh, no, the Tom Myers,
the Tom Myers,
funny man Tom Myers. Look at that.
He says,
There
"Hey,
it is.
I'm trolling on Carl's channel. Ban me."
No.
I still don't think he knows what trolling means.
No, trolling is actually like, saying something to get him worked up. I mean, he's not really. Come on,
it's not really trolling.
Come on, I'm trying to bridge the communities here.
Are you?
And Tom and Carl, together.
Right. It's like your outreach to veterans, Easy. It's basically the same thing. I think MG8 says it all. Carl, we mentioned the 2 live shows. What else should people know is coming up over on WATP?
What's our first segment today, Christian? What do you got scheduled for us? What do you got planned?
I got some. I had Howard Stern, but instead we got some local news.
Let's do it. Let's go local news.
You want some local news? All
I'm
right.
in.
All right. Well, I have to find the jingle.
Oh,
here it is.
WATB, who are these local news? Who are these local newscasters?
Labyrinth Mystic, holy shit, he popped up for a WATB. Guess we'll see Carl in another 6 months. Gentlemen, keep on broadcasting. No, we just set up that Carl will be on next week. After that, probably 6 months.
Fucking pay attention. But thank you for the $5.
No one's listening to anyone on this show.
God damn it. So, Carl, it's almost like you knew what this first story was going to be. It's going to explore the joy of buying a home, but of course, buying a home can also be a pain in the ass, as a Pennsylvania woman found.
Inspections and walkthrough, they say everything seemed to be okay, and they ended up buying it in 2023. But months after moving in, Lynn Ray says she was in the basement with her nephew, working to clean up a few things left behind by the seller, and it wasn't until they removed a large rug and table that they found a very large problem.
I came down and I was like, there's something tiled into the floor here, and you take a step over here and you're like, oh my gosh, this is a swastika.
So that news broadcast decided to blur it out. I just want to make sure everybody can see. On the floor in this lady's house is indeed a swastika. And, it's a little bit of a surprise.
That's not on purpose, though, is it?
Oh, well, let's find out.
In diameter, a swastika and what appears to be a German war eagle were discovered permanently tiled into the floor.
I was just shocked.
Oh, there's what is the other thing called?
During the
the war eagle.
Well, yeah, that's like another Nazi thing.
Well, all right. So would you guys assume that this house was built in, I don't know, maybe the 30s, and maybe that's why it's in there? That's probably what happened. Wouldn't that make sense?
Yeah, he was Time Magazine Man of the Year twice. Right. Everyone was applauding this guy.
Exactly.
He's bringing Germany back, baby.
Well, there's been a lawsuit filed, and let's see what the seller has to say.
Okay.
The seller apparently installed the symbols in the floor himself back in the 70s.
Oh, back in the 70s. Back when everybody was putting swastikas on the floor,
No, actually, he wasn't cool in the 70s, Christian.
All right, maybe in your neighborhood.
And argued the swastika symbol was a popular design on greeting cards,
Yeah.
soft drinks, and sports uniforms back in the 1920s.
Yeah, you remember those the Coke swastika campaign?
Yeah, the Cooperstown Nazis were a great ball team back in the day.
Hold on a second. Now, Hitler didn't invent this symbol. This symbol's been around forever. It's a very simple kind of symbol kind of thing.
Come on, you're on a baseball team. Give me a fucking break.
But yeah, you can't sit there and just be like, no, I just like the design. It's just kind of a cool design,
Yeah, I didn't know it even meant it. I didn't even know it meant anything.
The explanation that they gave basically is that the swastika is an ancient symbol that means many different things.
Carl, I know that you're in the middle of a lawsuit that we don't need to talk about. Are you glad this guy's not your lawyer?
Yes, very much so. Mr. You know what's funny? as I'm watching this, I'm thinking if someone discovered that I had a giant swastika in my basement on the floor, I think my popularity would only go up.
That's a great point.
I think I'd have a lot of new fans.
Isn't it back? Isn't it back now?
It's back.
You would look down at your phone like, oh, Gavin McGinnis is calling me. I wonder what we're going to talk about.
Right.
Elton Landau's going to wear one on a shirt.
And in most cultures, it's a positive thing.
Yeah.
Thanks for breaking it down.
In most cultures, it's a positive thing. See, I don't know. We should run this by Kumia. Let's see what he would say. All right. So the lady who bought the house.
I'm going to ask my Jewish neighbor. No, don't ask that. Not that one. No. That's not the one to ask.
All right. Let's see what the lady finally feels like is the.
They have kept the rug when they were cleaning out. Why would you set a table right smack dab over something unless you were hiding it?
So
I like
my
this
question,
breakdown, by the way, I like how they're really trying to get to the root of the problem here.
But my question for her is, if you're buying a house, you want to maybe, I don't know, lift up the rug and see what's doing under there. Not even, I think there might be a swastika, but maybe there's a hole, maybe the tile's cracked. I feel like that's why you do the walkthrough, guys. And we're all very successful homeowners. I definitely looked at everything in the house before I bought it.
What I want to know is, they bought the house. What's left other than just telling on the guy? Is there anything that can happen to this dude?
I think that they want to make him pay for them to get it replaced.
Oh, fuck you. I'm not a big swastika guy, but
when?
If they didn't know that, well, fuck them.
So that's interesting because they started off the story talking about having home inspectors in, and you're talking about how you lift up the carpet and see what's going on. But if you're a home inspector, do you even have to tell anyone about that? Like, I don't think that's on the checklist.
No.
Right?
I tried to streamline this piece a little bit. There is a home inspector that says, like, yeah, we don't move furniture. We just kind of look at wiring and we walk.
But even if it was in plain view, the home inspectors are going, yeah, I think it looks like it's in really good shape. New roof, which is fantastic. Plumbing works great. There is a swastika on the floor of the basement. Do they do that?
No termites.
No termites.
Everything.
New windows.
No swastikas. Swastikas.
The half bath,
swastikas.
The half bath is equipped with hot and cold running Zyklon B, but other than that, I think everything's okay. I feel like she should have, I don't know, looked.
So it's a beautiful Prussian blue finish on the walls.
So I'm going to keep an eye on this story. I hope that the seller doesn't have to pay for anything. That's just me, though. Let's take a look.
A lot of people do a lot of dumb things in their basement in the 70s. All right, guys? Let's not get too upset just because people do weird things in the 70s.
Once over with Kaylee, the great Lucy Tightbox. It's fine. I'm just here to objectify Zane. All right, so the swastika on the basement floor, no problem with Lucy. That doesn't really surprise any of us.
How is she getting free chats on here?
Actually, because she's beautiful. That's because, God damn it, she's the apple of my eye. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was going to say, who do you think put up that free chat?
Yeah.
Me? No.
You can say whatever she wants. She can say, I love Nazis. That goes, sounds good.
Yeah, she gets way more excited when you insult her, just FYI.
Oh, no. Well, Reverend Shitstain figured out how to send that to us. Of all the things that YouTube blocks, I'm surprised that you can figure out how to get a swastika in there. Let's take a look at a main event fight down in the subways of New York City. I literally just came on after finishing PDP. Oh, okay. Well, it was a great episode. Although it was on Shuli's channel, so nobody really needs to watch that one. Right, Carl?
Oh, it was a fantastic episode. You definitely check it out.
Good answer.
Did you? I don't know if EZ knows about this. About Lucy crying on WATP this past weekend.
It was amazing. I'm sure he doesn't, but he's probably going to be mad at you.
I do not.
We have a beloved voicemailer, Gary in San Diego, who passed.
Oh, I saw her
recently.
comment that she was very upset. Yes.
She got very upset, and then I noticed that she got way more upset.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry, Lucy.
Rest in peace to you said Gary?
Yes, Gary. Yes, we love
Dicks
Gary.
out for Gary, God damn it.
Rock and rolla forever. Yeah,
that's
exactly. Right. Gary would have appreciated this. The main event street fight, basically, down in the subways of New York.
Oh my
So,
God.
For our audio audience, we've got dueling rats
God.
showing off their ninja skills.
God.
And
that's amazing.
They're really going at it.
Holy Yeah, yep.
That's it.
It's the internet, New York Post. You don't need to bleep the word shit.
Oh my god.
Boy, that looks exhausting.
Oh,
You think you could take those rats easy?
Only if one of them's missing a limb.
I'm waiting for a Ninja Turtle to come out and help save Splinter. Is that his name?
Yes, the Great Master Splinter.
And you just see a shovel come flying in out of nowhere and smash them both into oblivion.
I don't know what the fight was over. I'd be interested to find out. What would drive two rats to really...
check for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true. Well, we of course have. This is when on most shows would take the break for the super chats. Easy, I bet we're just buried in them right now, right?
Well, we are off to an amazing start.
Yeah,
I mean, typical to us. So thank you so much for them. But we're always looking for more. We might even hit $10 at some point.
Well, I do want to share a largely video clip. This is not the same incident we showed last week. I had to make sure, because we saw some food influencers who were sitting at a table and a truck smashed through the window and knocked them both over. This is a different restaurant in Texas. It's muted because they put some music to it. But
whoa, that one didn't slow down.
No, that was a good one. That was a good one.
I think he might have revved up a little bit when he saw the people sitting there. Let's take a look at that one more time for our visual audience. And I don't know. I feel like I'm going to think twice before sitting at the window. Now that I've seen these 2 weeks in a row, I've seen these videos.
Well, the guy's got to be dead, right? I mean, she dodged it somehow. But dude, he's not dead.
He's not dead. I don't know. I don't know how his jump shot is, but I assume that he's still,
these jihadists have gotten real lazy, haven't they? Used to have to learn how to fly a plane and stuff.
Yeah. Now it's just like I'll just drive through a window at Denny's. What's the harm gonna be? Well,
I do think that guy's probably dead.
Well, all right. I was worried about.
I mean, that Jeep just drove right over him.
It really did. This is another one where, again, we're going to have to give play-by-play to the audience. So you can see it's described there. Teen driver reverses truck off dock into river. And you're going to get exactly that. Sometimes I wish the videos wouldn't be so specific. But Easy, why don't you describe this for our...
He's inching to it, and then the last 10 feet, he stomps on the gas, and it goes. It was like he was doing great.
Eric, you said something there. Are we sure about this? That did not look like a he as far as a teen driver goes.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, young people, you never know.
You never know.
I guess it's possible.
I can spot a female driver from pretty far away.
Okay. So Carl thinks it's a chick.
Do we want to guess ethnicity or just woman's enough?
not with you around, Chris.
No. I don't have an opinion. You know me. Hey, Mark Atkinson with a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you. Well, I appreciate vehicular accidents, so please send them to us, everybody out there in the audience. I wanted to...
this isn't even local news. This isn't even broadcasting anymore. We're just watching clips. Is this just a show we watch clips?
These are...
There's nobody even broadcasting or talking.
Well, no, these are from broadcast social media, So
sure.
It's basically the same thing. just like Florida Sheriff Grady Judd, who had a very colorful way to explain a successful drug bust.
I got their drip. I got their body. We got their guns. We got their dope. And that's what we're going to talk about.
Okay. Would you like to describe this gentleman?
Yeah, he's got the typical chain you'd see on some of our black audience members, and he's basically describing what he was able to do. So he's an old white guy wearing a giant chain.
Yes, and he got their drip, which I'm not going to pretend I knew that was slang for. In my day we called it bling, but so he's talking about how they confiscated all of their goods. So he'll go into it here.
$50,000 in drip.
In drip.
But I want you to imagine this for a minute.
This guy's going to get killed.
Yeah, this is a dead
I
man.
continue to tell you that
Cocky
drugs are low level and non-violent.
For our audio audience, he is holding a gun right now. So this could go a few different ways.
They're anything but.
That's not a gun any gang member owns.
Right. That's Wyatt Earp's 6-shooter. For fuck's sake.
Where you see, that.
I hate this guy. I'm rooting for the drug dealers.
Me too.
Well, I think we were probably
fucking hillbilly.
Anyway.
Who is this? Right. Who is this slack-jawed, hayseed asshole?
So you don't like him showing off the drip easy? Is that what
no? This guy's I can't believe he's still alive. He's gonna get killed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
he might be dead by now.
Yeah, we'll look for him every week. Don't you worry about that. Carl, I don't know if you shared this over on the Creep Off as part of Carl's Cop Cam. Did you show the Rhode Island Attorney General who had to be escorted away from a restaurant?
I have not.
Okay, so just in case you had, I actually got an actual news coverage of this. So let's find out what happened here.
Body-worn footage from last Thursday night shows a Newport police officer arriving at a restaurant on Bannister's Wharf. As soon as the officer approaches Special Assistant Attorney General Devin Flanagan on the street, she tells him to turn off his camera.
I want you to turn your body cam off.
Newport police say they were called to the area after a report of a customer refusing to leave. The officer then asks the host if the group of people in front of the restaurant are trespassing.
Do you want them trespass? Anything we can do. Trespass? Yeah. I just need trespass. Got to please.
After that.
So the translation there is that Mater D's like, yeah, anything you can do to get these bitches.
Yeah, and he's
away
actually
from
like pleading because she's such a pain in the ass, and you can just sense it too, even just from her body language with her dumb friend. And turn that camera off. I know what to do.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, she's wrong about that. I read up on this.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the subject, if you're the one who is being complained on. No, you don't have the right to ask that. If you're like a person who called the police, perhaps, but not the one who's in trouble.
Yeah, well, let's see how the officer handles it.
After that, the officer goes up to Flanagan and another woman and tells them they're trespassing, leading to this moment.
We're leaving.
Please don't put your hands on us.
Can you get your children out of here? Like, I don't know why.
I'm sorry, what?
I do love the fact that the cop says to her husband, "Can you please get your children out of here?" He's going to respond. He's going to respond.
So helpless. He should have grabbed her by the hair like fucking Conan and dragged her out of there.
The lady who works for the district attorney's office, I can see her feeling like she's a little entitled, even though she's still being a bitch here. But her friend shouldn't be like, "No, get out of here."
Children out of here. Like, I don't know why.
I'm sorry, what?
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on.
They're two full-grown women and mothers.
They're two full-grown women and mothers. They're not children.
I like how he grabs his cuffs and makes sure that they're right in front of the camera so everybody watching knows what the fuck is about to go down.
I like this cop. He's doing this for us.
All right.
Don't
You just need to take
Flanagan was charged with trespassing along with another woman.
Okay, so you would assume that this lady probably Monday morning loses her job, but nope. She's just on unpaid leave. This was as of last week. Her job future is unclear, but I don't know. I feel like Rhode Island, she's probably going to be fine. What do you guys think?
I heard it was 6 months.
Yeah, that's what I got, 6 months. And her friend made an even bigger stink. They had to slam the door on her fucking feet. She was even worse, screaming at the top of her lungs about it.
You know what's bizarre? If anyone ever tells me they don't want me at their establishment, I am so ready to get the fuck out of there. Oh, I'm not wanted here? Bye. See ya. I don't understand this thing. I'm just like, I'm not going anywhere. We're staying right here. Nobody wants you here. Just go.
So entitled. She's using that AG clout on the cops who just about... They gave her so much rope and so many opportunities to leave. I mean, if she were a black guy, she'd have been dead 100 times over.
And she explained the law to these cops. Yeah. Cops love that. When
they do.
Tell their business. They love it.
The body cam footage is about 9 minutes. I figured we'd boil it down to there. And they don't calm down. They don't get rational. So 6 months seems, I don't know, I guess reasonable, but I don't know. I feel like she should have done some time just for being annoying. Everybody who doesn't live on the West Coast tends to get excited about In-N-Out Burger. And they opened the first location ever in Washington State. So local news headed out there to talk to some people about it.
You two been sitting out here?
Since 3 a.m. Yeah, since 3 a.m.
That is kind of funny. Why would you show up so early?
We were gonna come at like 7 a.m., but we saw on Facebook people started to line up. So we were just like, okay, we'll just go at 3 a.m.
So if I'd showed this last week, I probably would have made fun of them. But now I got up at 4 a.m. today to listen to a Howard Stern rerun. So I got nothing. I have no weight to throw at these two. But yeah, I think Easy, you were onto something. They it's not like they got up early. They're still up. It's been a long night for these two.
Right.
The idea that you could get an animal style double at 10:30 in the morning is probably worth waiting in line. Let's see what else is happening in the In-N-Out line.
But for somebody who's never had In-N-Out, they seem to know a lot about it. Have you heard about their secret menu?
Yeah, I have actually. I was planning on ordering that. Yeah.
The long lines weren't just for
totally planning on getting that.
the drive-thru. Dozens of people opting to dine in. That was Steve Mathis's choice.
Okay, so Eric, there's times I'm wrong about this. I included this guy because I feel like you're going to just absolutely hate him, even though, he's a less handsome version of you.
He's fourth in line to go inside. For him, it's about more than burgers.
The food, the quality, the cleanliness, the friendliness of the employees, you can't top it.
And talk about dedication. He even had a personalized license plate.
Would you like to describe that for our audio audience, Easy?
It says first Inno.
Yeah, so first in and out. So
does that mean like in his asshole? Does it just happen to work?
Well, I don't know how much out there is. It's probably just a lot more in that respect. But yeah, so for this day, when the first Washington State In-N-Out opened, he got a new license plate.
Did he say cleanliness?
Yeah.
He likes fast food restaurants because of the cleanliness?
I mean, I think if you compare the cleanliness, I'd say In-N-Out and Chick-fil-A might be the only ones.
It's a new build.
It's a great point.
Day one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it to you. But have you ever worked in one of these restaurants? Cleanliness?
Yeah, so it's probably a little bit less clean.
The friendliness of the employees, you can't top it.
And talk about dedication. He even had a personalized license plate
that's
made
a lonely
to
loser
commemorate
right
the
there.
occasion.
Yeah, look at
First
the
item.
vehicle.
In-N-Out in the
Old
state of
school
Washington.
Altima. It's a piece of shit. Fuck him.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that you just cut right to the chase. Easy.
Oh, so you got that especially for this.
Yeah.
All right.
He might even be a war veteran. Fuck this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but it's probably, Desert Shield, so who cares? The future creep off. Yeah, he just hasn't done anything yet to wire Christian.
We don't know.
We've got just a couple more people in this line. One in particular that I want to make sure you guys get to see.
Who's your burger daddy?
Believe it, that's not the one. This guy with his mouthful saying, "Who's your burger daddy?" Not him.
What do you think? In-N-Out or Dick's?
Honestly, I prefer Dick's.
Hold on a minute.
What would you rather put in your mouth? Is that the question?
Well, I'm glad you caught that. I was just going to let it play because he does ask this question.
See, I prefer Dick's. I know.
Okay. So, yeah.
At least he's honest. I mean, I would too.
Yeah. I decided not to do the research as to whether or not Dick's is a hamburger chain.
No, it isn't. It's just talking about
what do you think? In-N-Out or Dick's?
Honestly, I prefer Dick's. I know.
If Cardiff was here, I could have him play that. I can't get enough dicks in my butt drop, but
Thank you, Miles. Miles,
that B-roll too. Could they get a little bit closer to the fucking cheese on that goddamn burger? Like that was
identity.
As they're talking about eating dicks, they're showing you food porn on the screen. I see what's going on here.
Yeah, but they just want you to connect the dots. On this show, a $10 super chat is worth stopping for everything.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Easy.
Burger daddies. Who are these burger daddies? Miles says for $10. Thank you.
All right, who do we get to host it? I'm thinking Vinny. Who's going to host? Who are these burger daddies? Vinny Paulino.
Yep.
For sure. Maybe Blind Mike. Who else?
Rocco's really busy, but if there's somebody who likes to talk about cheeseburgers, that's
true.
Rocco, yeah.
The close-up of that burger, I mean, if I'm In-N-Out, I order a cease and desist. It looked like what happens when you shit it out is what that looked like. It was so bad there.
Yeah. Well, So I don't know. I guess everybody's hungry now that we got to see that. Carl, you know what the most popular segment is on this show, inexplicably. It is time for some Bears.
W-A-G-B, who are these bears? Who are these bears?
What does that mean?
Why don't you? Oh, hear me out. They hate Clearwater Chad, but name someone more knowledgeable.
I don't hate Clearwater Chad. I just want to fight him. That's all.
Right, exactly. So Carl had to run, but I didn't see that in the chat until literally right now. So we appreciate Carl joining us.
No,
he didn't want to spend time with the Bears. I think.
No, he did a great job. I love him.
It's always great to have him on. It kind of feels like when you're having your performance review, though, to have the boss on with us because he's not on with us that often.
Yeah.
But I think that we can all agree that dicks are better than In-N-Out.
That was a great clip. That was one of my favorite clips you've ever played before.
We're going to see that one a few times before the show. Which one do you prefer? So this bear clip is called "There Goes the Neighborhood."
He's got the babies.
KTLA has obtained footage of a couple bearing witness to the wonders of.
There's your pun. There's your pun.
Just want to make sure that we soak that in, we bask in it, and we enjoy it. We celebrate it. We salute it.
Nature, and according to wildlife experts, a rare sight in the Santa Monica Mountains: black bears. A mother and 3 cubs were spotted recently along a ridgeline roadway in Topanga.
Wow. That's the black bear they call it?
Yeah.
But he's brown.
I want to make fun of that lady, but she's right. They call them black bears, but they are brown, right? I mean, there's different shades.
As far as I know, I think black might have to do with like size. I think you get a certain size with your blacks.
Or is it even racist to have this conversation, Eric? Should we steer clear of it?
I don't know anything about racism when it comes to bears. I just know that the black ones always run, they steal shit, and they get shot all the goddamn time. But I don't know if that has anything. Right. I mean, that's just nature.
Reverend Shitstain posted a video on our Discord that I cannot show on the show, but
really,
somebody confronts a bear at his house, and the homeowner was packing, so he takes out the bear. I probably shouldn't show it anyway, but I know that we'd get.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that. I don't like to see innocent bears get shot.
What about guilty bears? Like,
I probably wouldn't like that either.
Here's a hypothetical, like a formerly famous bear that, I don't know, maybe won the Bear Heisman Trophy, stabs his polar bear wife and a waiter guy that's at their house. Would that be okay if that one
I guess
died?
so. Now that you put it that way.
It's just completely hypothetical. I just pulled that out of the air.
All right.
Let's see what's going on in this neighborhood, though.
Neighbors tell us the furry family has been in the area for a couple months, stirring awe and a little anxiety around town. According to reports, the mama bear and her babies enjoy backyard camping, beehive bothering, and trash day treasure hunting.
I like how it's got tags in both ears and the collar. This is like a pet for the community.
This is a bear that basically broke out of jail, but couldn't figure out how to get the handcuffs off, and they're like, "I'll just have it."
If you check the bear's labia, there's all sorts of piercings on there.
I want you to listen again to just how overwritten this reporting is.
Anxiety around town. According to reports, the mama bear and her babies enjoy backyard camping, beehive bothering, and trash day treasure hunting.
They're really proud of the alliteration in there, but how does it make you feel, Easy?
It's all noise. I hate these reporters.
Yeah, pretty much all of them. Let's take a little bit more of a look at these bears.
Scientists call her BB-14 and say she's one of the most resourceful and determined creatures they've ever tracked. California Department of Fish and Wildlife agents first captured the 3 to 5-year-old adult female black bear in Claremont in May of 2024. She was tagged and fitted with a
most
GPS
of you
collar
aren't going to know the
and then embarked on an
incredible
journey
don't worry,
across
there's
Southern
a map.
California from the Angeles National Forest.
Oh my God.
So this is how far that bear. Jeez. And I like the squiggle kind of down at the bottom because that bear was just fucking running around and then, literally ate everything.
That's amazing. And then I like how it knows to stay where it's like green area.
Yeah. Right, exactly. This is the Bear Trail of Tears. It's actually very sad.
To the Santa Monica Mountains.
Rusty Mertz, do these bears loot an Apple store? We'll see.
Surviving 4 major freeways in her path.
That's the surprising thing is that somehow she gets around 4 freeways. But as you can see on the map, she's sticking to the greenery.
She then hibernated and resurfaced in March of this year with 3 cubs, 2 males and 1 female, in a remote area near the Topanga Canyon.
So she hibernated and then suddenly had 3 cubs. So if this bear were on the John Melendez podcast, he would have asked her, so you fucking? And the answer is clearly yes.
Paul writes, 3 to 5-year-old adult, just what Zane wanted to hear. He's been fucking, quote, adults all along. Thank you, Paul.
Now, look how cute those bears are, the baby bears. They're adorable. But the problem is, Eric, they grow up. And when they grow up, they start doing stuff like this.
Okay.
So here he is. His door's locked.
Oh, my God.
But, 20 seconds? Is that all it took for him to get into this house easy?
Yeah, they've got skills.
Yeah.
They know how to soul cook and break into houses.
And they also know how to find the good stuff. So this is another one. This is another B&E. Yeah, that's right. Bear breaking and entering. And just kicks the door in, basically.
Oh, God.
I don't know why they did a jump cut there. But and so comes out with a container of snacks. I don't know what that is, but it's probably delicious. And he's like, well, fuck, if they're just going to leave the door open, I might as well get some more snacks.
Those look like what they would keep the dog treats in.
Yeah.
This is a pack of gum.
Yeah. So that's what happens when they grow up. Anyway, I know that our buddy, the one pun, wasn't going to be able to be with us live, and he wanted to keep us honest and make sure we got to bears. That is a Zane door kick. How is your door doing? It looks
the same. I haven't fixed it.
It's the same. Okay.
It's been that way for about 5 years.
I wouldn't want it to change now. We'll have to take a look at the Eric Zane door kick before we move on to our next segment. And he definitely gives that a Zane. Well, to us, these bears are all celebrities, but let's spend some time with some real celebrities.
WATV, who are these celebrity news? Who are these celebrity news?
Our first one features my former governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger, doing a morning chat show in the UK. And, you can tell it's a very lighthearted, fluffy kind of thing, but it doesn't go well if everyone in the studio is an idiot.
This way to make money.
Well,
Which one?
The first and most important thing is, everyone tells you that the first million is the hardest to make.
Right. Yeah.
So start with the second million. Right.
Mm-hmm. Sitting there in silence.
Hello. It was supposed to be funny, guys. Come on, wake up. I thought that we have a breakfast show here. Jesus. Get your act together.
Look, it's not funny, but when that's your job, don't you fake laugh? They just didn't get it. They're like,
I didn't get it. I didn't get what he was saying.
So it's so hard to.
I was too amazed by not one silver hair on his head. That dye job was unbelievable. You can't go from as silver and white as he is to just suddenly brown.
Well, the aforementioned John Melendez, I believe, tried that.
Oh, it looks terrible.
Yeah. Well, look, the point is it's so hard to make your first million. Just start with your second million.
No, that was a horribly delivered. First of all, it's just a terrible joke. If it is even a joke.
It's not.
And
really.
He says it. So it's just, I'm always kind kind of just focusing on the accent whenever he's talking. That's often difficult to. So no, fuck him. That's a terrible joke.
You think there's a chance that there's any tiling in his basement that he keeps covered up? Just thinking of the accent.
You know, who knows? For the sake of this show, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's all for the sake of this show.
No, Arnold delivered that like shit. And if 4 people didn't get your joke, you can't like attack them. I mean, it's your fault. You suck shit.
I just feel like they should have fake laughed, but
I don't know if they were supposed to. They were probably thinking, well, we don't know what we're supposed to do. We do know how to fake laugh here on the whatever show, but is this supposed to be the time that we do the fake laugh?
They need somebody to hold up the sign that says fake laugh. And maybe that's you've worked on shows like that where it's all choreographed and everything's staged, right?
No, well, no, but once the mics go on, we did do that. You know, it's for some reason, no matter what you would say, the other was whoa,
Well,
I always hated that. I always hated that.
When we weren't able to focus on Howard Stern today, our replacement theme for this episode became this notion that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement is ruining everything. So here they are, by the sheer fact of getting engaged, destroying Olivia Rinaldi, who worked her way up to being a White House correspondent for CBS News. But now we'll all know her for this.
Taylor Swift is engaged. Taylor Swift is engaged.
That mouth couldn't be more agape.
Come back to me. She just posted it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So a couple things. She's standing on the White House lawn. And this is obviously this isn't on air, but they're recording it, and she posted this.
Did this whole thing make the air? I think it did.
This part, so you'll see the part that is live on air. Okay. This part, it's not like this is this is secret audio and video. This is something she asked the control room for it, so she's realizing this.
Oh my God. Oh, it's huge. The ring is ginormous.
Remember what Kaylee said last week? That she doesn't care about rings. She just likes Taco Bell.
I vaguely remember that, but I don't remember anything.
Yeah, but I just wanted to give you another reason to love her. That's really all it was. I'm trying to create
I don't need
discord
more.
in this Zane home.
Just her being alive.
Exciting. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's on her Instagram. It's on her Instagram.
Yeah, is it on her Instagram?
Oh my God, oh my God.
I've been hating on people who have been overreacting to this, like the TMZ crew when that was announced in their newsroom. I don't like people that do this about anything.
Well, look, if at least TMZ deals in celebrity news and gossip. She's a White House correspondent for CBS News. She's not a White House correspondent for news.
Shit together. Come on now.
Revere right now. This is a very exciting moment for me in my professional career because I get to announce that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. As you're talking to Joe Lang, our lovely producer, Gabby Ake texted me and said, Taylor Swift's engaged, and you can see it there on her social.
This is totally unprofessional, in my opinion.
You mean holding up your cell phone to
the
camera?
like a child, like a little girl, and you're expecting people to take anything that you say serious. Yeah. When it comes to covering the White House, and here you are overreacting to these two assholes getting married.
I'm sure she's gonna regain her composure.
Social media, she put it up in that post that they got engaged with the caption, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married," with a little dynamite sign there. So,
by the way, I didn't have that caption when we covered this last week. That's so infuriating. That's just so terrible that's the caption. Your English teacher and your gym teacher. All right. I mean, it's, a multi-billion-dollar singer and an athlete with multiple Super Bowl rings, but whatever.
Very exciting here that we get to break that and tell you about that.
All right, Swifties for life. I have a feeling, though, based on his prior statements, the president will not be having a Taylor Swift wedding in the ballroom.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm going to get you. I got you with this one. I'll piss you off right here. That's the guy you're covering.
Yeah. And
by the way, did you happen to see what he wrote?
About this?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
He gave a glowing. He actually said, "I'm so happy for them." I mean, he was actually like cool about it, but then everyone's like, well, wait a minute. 6 months ago, you actually tweeted out or posted whatever the thing he has. What's it called?
Truth Social.
He wrote, I hate you. I hate Taylor Swift. And then he comes back around and says, I love Taylor Swift. So nobody can figure him out.
He likes the Kelce boys, I think is what it comes down to. Let's finish off with Olivia here because she's not done humiliating herself.
Hopefully that can shift and change. We can have some world peace, right? Olivia Rinaldi, thank you
You know,
so
Reed,
much.
I volunteer to cover it in case you need. I'll be there to cover it.
You're fucking fired.
Olivia.
Yeah. He's trying to move on. Like, we've already spent too much time with this.
Shut up. You're not hot enough to get away with this, okay? Nose.
Nose. Well, if you need more proof that they're ruining politics, let's head over there. This is the tail end of about a 4 or 5 minute rant on Charlie Kirk's show, but he finishes strong, and I think Charlie Kirk's gonna make some sense to some people in our audience. Easy.
Pfizer pays well, baby.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Pfizer pays the bills. That is quite a ring, Mr. Kelce.
So, Travis Kelce did a Pfizer commercial at some point, and I think Aaron Rodgers referred to him as Mr. Pfizer. So he's got to weigh in on that part. I still don't get that ring, but again,
I don't either. It looks like a shitty graduation ring.
Yeah, right, exactly. But we're going to let Charlie make his point here.
I'm impressed. I got to be honest. We don't know exactly how much Pfizer paid you to peddle that product, but boy, you brought in the Benjamins, sir. Ugh. That is some impressive carrots right there.
What's
that right there has its own zip code. I'm impressed.
What was that?
What's up with this shitty Aaron Steel Toe haircut? What the fuck?
Well, just like Aaron Steel Toe, obviously he's losing his hair. Easy. Not everybody has great hair like you and I into their 50s. But Charlie Kirk is doing the best with what he's got. Okay, now I think he makes his point. His main point.
All kidding and sarcasm aside.
Here it is.
This is something that I hope will make Taylor Swift more conservative. Engage in reality more and get outside of the abstract clouds. Reject feminism. Submit to your husband, Taylor. You're not in charge. And most importantly, I can't wait to go to a Taylor Kelce concert. I can't say it without laughing. You got to change your name. If not, you don't really mean it.
By the way, having Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes being his music that plays up to the top of the hour couldn't be less inspired, and also not particularly fitting. You watched not as much of that interview that Taylor Swift did on the Kelce show. Do you feel like she's going to be submitting to him and that she's not in charge anymore?
No, I mean, if you take a look at the pictures when they started dating, he looked like he was selling fucking mint vapes at 7-Eleven. and now he looks like he's scrapbooking cats. So that comparison is there.
Yes.
So no, she's a billionaire, for God's sake. He's a stupid cement-headed football player who's starting to suck shit at what he does.
He said that he wanted to rescue an otter in the wild. Is that somebody that you're worried about on the gridiron? So listen, there were some wild rumors and speculation over the weekend. Where's Trump? Did Trump have a stroke? Is Trump alive? None of this seems to be true, but these came up, and it was fun because all the pictures of Trump were from far away. Some of them were old. So our buddy Nick Fuentes gets asked about JD Vance.
I love this.
And let's see what Nick Fuentes thinks of JD Vance.
Vance is a weird guy who was created by a weird gay guy.
What's that?
Vance is a weird fat guy.
Okay, I get that.
Political creation of a weird gay guy, Peter Thiel.
Oh, Peter Thiel.
Completely different.
Okay.
No aura, negative aura. And it's just to say, this is the best the Republicans can come up with. You don't deserve our vote, actually.
I can't figure this guy out.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But I do like that he called him a fat guy. That's really why I have it.
Boy, if he's fat, that means I'm obese.
Wait, you think JD Vance? Well, JD Vance was a fat guy.
He was a fat guy? Like he was, like massive?
Yeah.
Like 300-pound fat?
Yeah. See if there's anything going on in the chat. I know there's no super chats, but see, I'll find you a good picture of him fat. I didn't realize I should have these on the ready because of how I feel about him. Unfortunately, a lot of the pictures of fat JD Vance are memes where people have taken like a Cabbage Patch Kid looking caricature of him. But
Christian Dwyer says like Dank DeMoss. Fat?
No, like let's be honest, okay? I'm no JD Vance fan, but no. So this is the side-by-side comparison of that's him on the right now, and there's all
right.
I don't know, an extra half a bill on him. You think that's 50 pounds?
Yeah, maybe, but no big deal.
All right. Well, I like that he called him fat though, because he's not fat anymore.
No, I mean, let's see. Connor says Nick is racing to the center, like more of a moderate, I guess.
I guess.
Good. I don't care as long as he's there being stupid.
Yeah, look,
I'm happy.
If the center hates Jews, then yes. And I don't quite know where we're at with all that. Just to be completely honest, I'm just not sure where we are right now. So I we'll have to see. But what I did want to share is a woman named Valentina Gomez, who was way tougher about standing by her morals than me or Eric Zane. So I will say that she's a lot tougher than I am. Here is a campaign ad, and she'll tell you what she's doing.
Will be raped and your sons beheaded unless we stop Islam once and for all.
Oh,
do you see what she just did?
She burnt the Quran.
Yeah. So, yeah.
The other cheek. Remember, David didn't pray for Goliath. He killed them. America is a Christian nation, so those terrorist Muslims can fuck off to any of the 57 Muslim nations. There is only one true God, and that is the God of Israel.
Gave my brothers
yeah. So,
holy shit.
She's really taken a stand, and I hope all the success and safety in the world. I would hope someone in her camp gets her to Google the two words Charlie Hebdo, and then realize that maybe this isn't a stance you want to take.
I don't know what's going on there. Isn't this punishable by like a fatwa? They could have like they could put a price on your head, right?
Salman Rushdie did far less than this.
Okay.
He got away with it for a while, but they eventually did catch up to him. I mean, he survived it, but he did get attacked. So anyway, I wanted to share that. I wanted to let you see that. And the chat probably fell in love. Do you think that's accurate?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. This chick's sexy AF.
Yep. That doesn't surprise me. Cole Forever. Yep. There she is, just adding the fire to the flame for Cole Forever. Yeah.
By the way, I said Cole for Eva because I'm an idiot.
Well, and by the way, the end of her political ad does say "Powered by Jesus Christ."
Okay.
I could have probably shown this while Carl was on, but his buddy Alex Stein had a guest on a couple weeks ago, and this woman allegedly was part of an affair with a representative, I don't know, Giovanni Capriglione. I don't know who that is. But the reason I'm sharing this, and, I tried to research it a little bit. She has a really wild story that she's determined to share. And I want to get Easy's reaction to it.
A batch of cookies, though.
I'm not. I read this article. Why do you keep talking about these cookies? What is this? The reference of the cookies? She made him cookies, and what happened?
Oh, she didn't make him cookies.
You made the cookies?
I didn't make the cookies. I don't have the
Did
equipment
Nick
to
Fuentes make the cookies? Nick Fuentes had a cookie joke. Do you know who Nick Fuentes is?
You know, like an Italian
we just saw him.
cream cookie.
A cannoli?
Well, his cream.
You're telling me he's giving you cream pies? Is that what you mean for cookie?
No. Okay, so making cookies, the batter, with his own special ingredient to give to the bake sale for all the rest of the kids in the neighborhood.
Jimmy, what is she saying? I don't understand this.
I have no idea.
Did he ejaculate in cookies and feed them to people? Because I saw a Dateline NBC episode where a guy did that and went to jail for 47 years.
Right. Now, I don't know if anyone ate the cookies. I don't know if he actually did it, but his dream was to...
This is all alleged. No, his dream was to what? What was his dream? Wait, I don't even know if I want to say this. He had a dream that he wanted to jizz in cookies?
Jizz in cookies, bake them up, serve them to the neighborhood kids.
Whoever had the audio drop there was
Fred
great.
North.
Yeah, the one. This is such a wild story.
She's good from afar, but far from good. Like when you see her in the 2-shot, she looks good, legs are nice, but then you get close, and she's a goddamn monster.
I believe back in the day we used to call that a Scud missile. I think is
okay.
Here
she looks all right, but then you get close, and she's got Plastic Man arms and the Skeletor head. I can't handle that.
We have a celebrity guest backstage who's going to join us now, even though we're not getting to talk about it. This is somebody who understands broadcasting better than I do. I don't know about better than Eric Zane, but certainly better than I do. The great Eric Nagel. E-Rock, if somebody is a guest on a show that you're hosting or producing and they're determined to tell a story where they allege that someone wanted to jizz in cookie batter and serve it to children, would you cut that out of the episode?
Hi, my name is Eric. I'm also a survivor of syndicated radio programming. Is this the wrong group?
This is the wrong group. Yeah.
Oh, yes. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, Carl was with us a little while ago, and we
Right.
were supposed to talk about something very exciting, which could have been big news.
Oh, the big non-news announcement?
Yes.
Yeah.
The huge non-news announcement that
Yeah, look at that. I'm like Joe Hendry. Say food and he appears, I believe.
Chad's missing upper lip. That's a very funny $1.99. Even though you hate us, that's very funny. Say cookies and E-Rock appears.
Hang on one second. Let me just fix my camera.
Oh, okay, absolutely. That'll be all right. Praise the Hoggy Boy Hawkers. That's supposed to say Hoagie. Yeah, I would assume.
Hoagie Boy.
Yeah. Yeah. So while E-Rock adjusts, what did you think of that story? Should we know that story that this congressman wanted to jizz in cookie batter and serve it to people?
It's an outstanding story, and and I like how they're getting into it. It's confusing to what's his face there?
Alex Stein, yeah.
Yes.
Primetime Alex Stein.
I thought that was interesting, and I thought it was funny. And I enjoyed every second of that.
No, you don't. You to answer your question, you absolutely do not cut that out, but you do also preference saying, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about."
Right.
You're alleging
keep
this.
yourself safe.
Alex Stein is very good at that. I mean,
Yeah. And the whole lead up to it is like, he just going, I don't know what she's talking about. He knows damn well.
Right.
He's very good at what he does, not just at trolling, but he's also figured out broadcast.
He's a great host. We played a bunch of clips from when he had Milo Yiannopoulos on his show. And almost everything Milo said, he's like, I mean, I don't even know what that means, which we say a lot to our super chat. When
you got to be able to dodge it. Only an idiot in this profession could get sued.
Right.
Only the stupidest of people could get sued for saying something about someone else.
Yeah, you leave all of that in. You just go, well, that's your opinion, right? Or that's allegedly coming from you. Or do you have you say something so that you can put it out there, but it's none on us, you know?
So Iraq, since the big non-story of the day is Howard Stern, what are your thoughts? I appreciate you coming on, and I hope that you're able to join us next week as well when we've actually got some clips to listen to.
I think there's a lot to think about this, but for the current situation here, that he had to put this off for a week, if some of the news sources that are speculating, if they're true, then he gets a pass. If his mom is in poor health, which is being, speculated right now by legit, not just like bloggers or the Sun,
we showed that
like,
because you had sent it to me, the New York
Oh, you
Post
showed the
is
Post
saying it.
article. Okay.
The Post article.
Because it made a lot of the radio trades and stuff too with that same caption. If his mom is in poor health and everything, then feeling for him and his family and all that stuff, and it's a series of unfortunate events for this to happen, to put it off another week after 4 weeks of sitting and stunting on this thing.
I mean,
so if
we did a lot of stunting ourselves.
If it's his mom thing, he gets a pass. It's totally fine. Understandable. If it's not, it's such blatant disrespect for his audience and not giving a fuck about anybody out there that's remaining to be a fan or a listener of his show. You have this thing that they planted 5 weeks ago. Yeah. You have his announcement 4 weeks ago. And what the smart thing would be is, because he's on summer vacation, it would be like, Howard's coming back Tuesday. And then not the September 2nd. Like if he was coming back the next Tuesday, just for even an hour to address it, would have been huge, would have been news everywhere, would have been something. You wait 4 weeks. We're not even a 24-hour news cycle world anymore. It could happen in the morning, and by the time 5 o'clock comes around, we're on 2 other things that everyone forgot about the thing in the morning. No one's going to hang around for 4 weeks. It was the equivalent of the sitcom or the drama cliffhanger at the end of the television season, and like, well, now it's at the end of May. Now we have to wait till September to find out what happened.
We're literally at the 30th anniversary of Who Shot Mr. Burns, and that's what this is. Although I was a lot more interested in Who Shot Me. I wasn't that happy with the end result that it was Maggie, but I don't think I'm going to be that happy with whatever Howard has to say. Carl had mentioned that he had heard scuttlebutt that one of Beth's cats had died. Do you think that that's a reason to have stopped this show that was supposed to happen?
No,
today?
but it would not surprise me.
No, me
so
either.
If that was the thing, then that would be a problem.
And again, we're not putting any money on it. What is your educated guess here? Is he going to have some kind of deal that he's going to announce and it's just not worked out yet? Or what do you think, Eric?
I think so, because, and this isn't a full knock on him or what he built and his legacy and all that stuff, but where's he going to go?
Yeah.
Like if he doesn't resign, he could end on his terms or whatever he wants to do. Maybe he can parlay it into like the Letterman deal, where Letterman got to do those interview series, which were good.
Yeah.
But, for Netflix, but Dave didn't want to go back to a full-time job. In late night is the equivalent of doing morning radio 5 days a week or 4 days a week, depending on the newer schedules. It's just not that world anymore where people care about morning radio or people care about late night television. Howard just is grandfathered in because he's always been there. There's certain shows that are just grandfathered in because they've always been there. But once they're gone, that listening habit is broken, and you're not getting new people coming in to check out the new show that's replacing the legacy show that's leaving. It's just not that way anymore, especially with on demand and live streaming and like shows like this or anything now at a touch, a click away. You've got millions of different programs. You don't need that appointment listening, that appointment viewing anymore, unless you're really into that, and that's fine. But that's a generation older than us, like Zane's generation, where they all have that mentality that what was on the radio, what was important. They're watching the 6:30 evening news national broadcast and then parlaying that right into The Wheel, into Jeopardy, and then going to bed. That whole mindset is going to be gone.
because we're all of the generation where it was like, oh man, I got to work, but I have to finish this segment, or this is about to happen. You worked on a show that was great for that, Eric, and Stern kind of perfected it before he was on satellite, and they just replayed it all day. The idea of like,
no, even while he was on satellite, he had a good run on satellite. Where
I'm just saying, like, you knew you could rehear it on satellite. When it was on regular radio, you're like, I got to stay and listen to this. And I think that's how people
the days of popping in the old 120-minute Memorex tape on your stereo and hoping that it records so you get 2 hours of a show while you went to work or went to school or something like that and listen to it later. Those are long gone. Now it's you don't even have to wake up to listen to the morning show anymore. It's like you get up, it's like, all right, he's done about 11. By 11:30, the replay will be up, or the on-demand version, and I'll just listen to it when I'm ready.
Especially living on the West Coast like I do now. Easy, I think there is one show that's appointment listening, and that's the Insane Asylum, right?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, I can. It's a free-form radio show. I can play your requests.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Do you do Rumble Fridays?
You know what? We can incorporate that. How does that work?
You should. Yeah, Rumble Fridays, Wednesdays. Nobody's ever done that before.
So you go on Rumble, and if somebody pays you enough money, you'll play the entire video that they send.
You know what? If you really want to be a pioneer, do your morning radio show while doing your live streaming show at the same time.
Okay. This is going to make my head explode, and that's brilliant.
I've got some magic words for you. Streamlabs, Venmo, PayPal, Super Chats,
Cash App,
gifted
points.
Yeah.
E-Rock, were you in the same building for a period of time with Howard Stern?
Yeah, for a long time.
So did you ever, ever a time when you crossed paths with anyone from the show?
I used to hang out with Shuli all the time. Brent,
he doesn't count.
Fair enough. Brent, when he was there, I would see him time to time. Sal and Richard, I would see like when we all had the similar schedule. So
your show, you talked about Fred Norris was actually very approachable.
I used to see Fred in the elevator time to time again, and I think I'm the only Stern fan or fan of radio that would just sit there and talk to him about what programs he was using for the sound clips and how he archived stuff. I wasn't talking about, where did that drop come from or, Stern bits. I'm talking to him like, can I see your studio setup? I just want to see how the board settings are and all of that stuff.
Was he open to that? Was he cool with that?
He could not have been a nicer person. Like, I know they play him off as a weirdo on the air, and he probably is, but you talk to him as a person, he couldn't be more accommodating. He was so like almost all of them have been extremely nice.
I love that insight. The fact that you were in that, a lot of people, especially being kind of like a pioneer for that type of behind the scenes activity that has been replicated over and over by other people.
Right.
To be cool about that is really, I would be like you. I would ask the same questions.
There was only one person that had a problem with another person, and everybody else, it was like, when you've inherited family drama because like your dad and his brother don't talk and they haven't talked in decades or whatever. So now it's like when you see your cousins, it's weird because you're just like, well, our parents are fighting. It's not our problem, but that's how it felt, So, but we would see each other time. They listened to us. We listened to them. We'd talk about things that we saw sometimes we would be out. They'd have this thing called the Fishbowl in the lobby, and they would it's a big glass studio. They would have live performances, town halls, things like that. And sometimes when there was bands playing acoustically or whatever, like we're all standing around watching Seal do Kiss from a Rose, whatever the song is.
Yeah.
There's Sal and Richard, and Richard's into heavy metal and everything. And we're all sitting there like, that's Seal. He's singing the Batman song. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's fine.
That's
no one's
fantastic.
Even when Artie was still there, we used to see Artie during bathroom breaks and stuff like that. And Artie and Norton are very tight. Or if we'd see them, hey, what you doing? I used to see Artie in the kitchen grabbing almost like he was stone cold, reaching into the cooler, grabbing beers, just Hawaiian punches and pretzel rods and M&Ms, and then just walking through. Like when Homer would steal the stainless steel tray from the all-you-can-eat fish place and just walking back into the Stern studio, like, all right, see you later. Everyone was fine.
No one spoke to Howard ever. No one got a hello.
I think I could count on one hand how many times I've actually seen and run into Howard. And it was usually in the lobby with Ronnie or something like that. And he would walk by. I remember one time he walked by, I'm just standing there and he's waiting for something. And he looks over and goes, like he leans over and just goes, because he's 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
So he just leans over and goes, hello. I went, hello, sir. How are you? And he goes, doing good. How's your day? I was doing good. Like that's about the extent of the conversation I had with him.
Wow, I thought he'd want to fucking kill you.
No, because the thing to understand is that one person whose name was on the show had a problem with him. But Anthony, there's that clip of him doing a Jackie impression. Like
it was on was on Howard's show like 2 or 3 times or something, doing that stuff there.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, like for our show, almost all of us grew up either in New York or in a market that Howard was the dominant force. So we all, in some way, shape, or form, grew up listening to Howard. So despite having a professional rivalry with him or whatever, I think like we were the closest outside of Imus.
I don't mean any disrespect. Did he know who you were? He said hello to you.
I doubt it. I have no idea.
He probably knew who Opie and Anthony were.
Yeah,
but,
and that's
probably
fine.
not
But the point, even if the fact that he didn't know me and he was still polite and so everything speaks volumes.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, he probably didn't even know who Mehmet Walker was, who actually worked on.
I don't know who that is. I just every time I'd hear a clip that there's that name, there's like a handful of people on that show. I have zero idea who they are.
If somebody gives us money, we will read a question. You don't have to answer it. But Eric Zane, you brought that up.
Yeah, JFK Head Chunk threw $2 and said he rocked it. Opie change after he met his wife.
Yeah, for in some ways good, in some ways not preferable, but that's what happens when people get married and then they have kids and everything. You change. If you're still the same guy that you were before all of that, there's something wrong with you. And slight dig. He's in ways he has changed for the better. In other ways, he's still the same guy before all that happened. So it's like I don't know how you juggled both and kept both at the same time. But
yeah, well, he started doing radio when he was 18. So I mean, you have to
no
excuse. Well, hey Eric, we're gonna squeeze in a sports segment, but there's one part of the sports I want you to take a look at a podcast we're gonna take a look at. So hang out for a couple more minutes.
Who are these sports? You know what I'm saying? Who are these sports? Let's see who's playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what's society.
Labyrinth Mystic, thanks for $2. Easy, your cutting remarks always make me laugh. Yes,
you're the guy.
No. I'm the other one, and you make Carl laugh too.
He makes me laugh. I pop into his live stream in the morning sometimes, and
always my favorite.
It always looks like he's annoyed that I'm in there, and I stay for 5 minutes, and then I go, all right, I'll leave him alone. And
it took a few because we just talked about this. We've been doing the show for a little bit more than 2 years now. It took me a little getting used to realize. If he's calling me between like this 2-hour window, it's because he's going to try to put me on his show. And I'm happy to do it when I can, but then there's other times.
Isn't it nice just to feel wanted?
Yes.
Just understand that.
To be fair, it's only happened like 3 times.
Anytime anyone contacts Christian, he's like, oh, they probably want me for something or for a show. It's never like, oh, they actually want me to come on and do something for the show.
And Dwyer Christian says Eric Zane live on Twitch.
Yes.
So listen, it was a wild week in college football. It was a bad week for the Fighting Irish, but it was a worse week for these hosts of a Notre Dame podcast that is called What Though the Pods, because they had this conversation ahead of their game with the University of Miami, who did end up beating Notre Dame, but they said this on their podcast.
Notre Dame is that Miami is a bunch of unintelligent thugs that just play instinctually and not wisely. And the best thing about Miami, for their purposes, is that they're a bunch of unintelligent thugs who just play instinctively. It's the best and the worst thing about Miami.
So thugs has a connotation that kind of only means one thing these days. So the one guy for our visual audience, the guy on the bottom left said it, but the guy I like is the guy on the right who's like, yes, preach, brother. So after this, there was this comment that made me laugh out loud. I'd rather jack off with sandpaper than listen to these 4 white soy drinking fruitcakes talk football. So that made me laugh. But there was a bad reaction to what they said. So much like our friend Ashley St. Clair, whose podcast we played last week, if you go to their channel, they nuked their entire channel. And again, Eric, I would understand, like, we're going to take, maybe just edit that part out of the episode or take down the whole episode. But nuking your channel seems drastic, doesn't it, Eric?
Is this something that someone else did, or did
the understanding is that they did it because it was getting to be too much of a headache? I mean, look, they and Iraq, I definitely want to hear your answer. I'm just going to play with that. These look like guys that, this is a hobby that they do for fun.
Right.
These are guys that are just doing their show, maybe even at work after they're done with the day before they go home. But what do you think of the decision to nuke their entire channel?
The one guy's name, Catholics or convicts or whatever his
that's a Catholics versus convicts is traditionally like kind of a
whenever the Notre Dame team takes on a school like Miami.
I thought this was like some kind of political statement or something that all Catholics or whatever.
It kind of is, yeah.
These are all white people dog whistle moments talking about how
here's it makes zero sense to take this down, because if you're actually getting attention, good or bad, you lean into it.
Yeah.
And you just write it out and see where it goes. It doesn't look like this podcast is carried by a company or network or something like that. So I don't think they're getting that kind of pressure.
No, but I would definitely have posted this clip and tagged Dave Portnoy.
I don't know if they have advertising that was giving them a hard time. Even if they were, you just go, well, sorry, we're not taking it down. You can leave. We'll just get somebody else.
Yeah.
What I think it comes down to is one, if not all, are afraid that this is going to mess up their real life jobs.
Yeah.
That's why they nuked it. I still think this is what you call a bitch move, and they should just have left it all there. Maybe, all right, so you don't do, if it's really a problem, you don't do a podcast the next week or something. You take one off and then regroup, because it'll just disappear after that fact. And if it doesn't, guess what? It's building up your engagement in your social media comments, your YouTube comments and everything. Who cares what they're saying? Your numbers are going up for the algorithm, for the ads, for all of that shit. You're getting attention. It means money. You're doing what you're supposed to.
This was inspired by their wives. I can promise you. This was like, you take that shit down, motherfucker.
Well, especially when
PTO and you're going to put shit out like this.
Yeah. Well, and if you look, this is their YouTube channel, so we can assume that there's an audio feed that maybe has more, but their YouTube channel had 177 subscribers. So I think you're 100% right, E-Rock, that the idea that this was going to interfere with their real lives was like, no. I love Notre Dame, but not that much.
If they're smart, they put all this on private, so it looks like they nuked their channel. They wait a week and then boom, hit that that button to make them all public again and go back to business as usual. Oh my God. So you compared a college football team to The Longest Yard. Oh no. What are you going to do about it? Nothing.
The entire show, Easy, you've had up there. Arch Manning is a fraud. And so I wanted to make sure that we at least paid that off. There's plenty of other stuff to look at we can get to in the future. This is set to music, so I'm going to let you try some play-by-play.
No problem. Yeah.
So, but it is highlights and possibly lowlights.
No problem. Texas quarterback Arch Manning, let's roll this shit. Taking on Ohio State in Ohio, in Columbus. Here he rolls right, garbage, 3 yards short. Sidearm shit throw, picked off.
That's disaster.
A pick. Watch this. Yeah,
that's a pick.
What a telegraph pile of shit. Slings it, picked off again. Holy shit. Wow, this motherfucker couldn't read coverage if his life depended on it.
So the guy who intercepts it loses it, but don't worry, his buddy is down on the ground to catch it.
Yeah,
so,
and he throws like a bitch too. He throws like fucking Uncle Rico.
This looks like me when I used to play Tecmo Bowl. I couldn't get the combinations right. I'm just button mashing.
I mean, to be fair, his dad's Cooper Manning. It's not Eli.
No,
it's not Peyton. It's Cooper. So, and then of course, even when it doesn't get picked, his teammates can't catch them.
Oh my God! Look at these throws.
I can't believe
he
that-
looks like Rico throwing a steak at Napoleon.
I can't believe that they completed a touchdown pass in that game.
Can I tell you what future family gatherings are going to be now? Because
Please, yes.
It's just like we're all going over to grandma's house for Thanksgiving or Sunday dinner or something like that. Nope. Second he gets there, the uncles have have the balls and the netting all set up outside. It's like, we are running drills. You don't get to eat until you get this down right. You're going to learn how to button hook. You're going to learn how to do all of this shit before you even sit down to have eat every Sunday, every family thing until he starts improving out there.
He's named for his grandpa, Archie Manning. And you think that Archie is going to let him drag his name down like this?
Archie would have performed better now than that fucker. He was that bad. What a pile of shit.
So
yeah,
he's obviously terrible. And speaking of terrible, I did come across a video that is some Arch Manning themed humor. It's an incredibly poor taste. So why not share it here on Carl's channel? So we will take a look. And this is from Flag Season. And the question is, if Arch Manning was on the roster.
Why does it say September 11th on the bottom there?
Well, yeah. Let's see what happens here. And there he goes, wide right of the Twin Towers.
That is horrible.
I know. And I just because I prefaced it with that didn't make it less horrible, but I felt like I had to because where else can I share that video, Easy? Did you like that one? Should I send it to you, Eric?
Yeah, I want to share it myself, but it's probably not a good idea.
You can put that on a loop as you're going to take a bathroom break during your radio show.
It's actually a great idea. It does have like an old screensaver quality in terms of the technology.
Right.
If you look at it, it's sort of
came
like
pre-installed with Windows XP.
Right. It's the floating toasters. Well, Easy, I'm sticking to your drop dead time. I know we got to go. We're having a great time with Iraq. And hopefully you can come back next week when we actually have Stern stuff to talk about, Eric. Carl says he's coming back. We might. I don't think the potato can be here, but even if you just come in for a little bit of it, I can't imagine what those clips are going to be.
Which Eric did you want back, him or me?
Both.
Either way, we'll ruin the show. So.
No. It's better. The more Erics, the better.
All right, Eric, it's you and me, and no
yes,
him.
Right.
So who's pulling the clips? Zane's like,
yeah, I can't. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I know. I still have a couple from you that I need
Easy
to get
just
to.
sits in the Anthony chair. He just walks in as the music's playing and does his commentary and leaves 5 minutes before the closing.
Yeah.
It's so true.
So, Eric Zane, where can they find you doing shows that you do actually prepare for?
Yes, I am on Twitch Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. on Friday at Eric Zane Live. The audio of that becomes the daily podcast audio, downloadable wherever you download shows.
Do you on your live stream, do you give the weather and talk about the tides out at the ocean, or you don't do those things?
No, that's the radio show, Christian.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
come on now. Only a moron would do that.
No, I only YouTube channels that want to succeed. It's Eric Nagel. Where are the many places that program can be found, Eric?
Who cares? Is that it's on iHeart? That doesn't mean anything anymore. But if you have the app, you can put find the show there. It's on Apple and Spotify. That's the audio stuff. The video stuff's on Twitch and on YouTube. We're live every week, and we do that before it goes to the radio. I do want to plug a radio-related video, if we could. I have a video up on our channel where I'm reviewing people who think that they are the heirs to the throne, if you will, that they could be replacing Howard. And we review that and point out that they absolutely will not be replacing Howard.
But at least one of them has a reason to think that it's possible. Do you want it to be a surprise who's featured?
No, none of them do. None of them have the gall to think that you can. And besides, it's 2025. If Howard leaves, they're not replacing him with a radio show.
No.
But at least Bubba the Love Sponge
done.
still has a show, and it has John Melendez thinking that he could replace Howard is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
It's ridiculous that they think that Yeah, it's just so bizarre that some of these people think it's like, well, it would be great if he had me on, or we're in talks with Sirius, about possible. It's like, no, you're not. No, sending an email to a company does not mean you're in talks for a job there or something like that. Otherwise, we've been in talks with millions of companies for the last year and a half, and it's not happening.
Zane and I are in a lot of talks for a lot of different shows. And
right. So if you go over to this right here on YouTube, the video is right up there in the front. It's called "You're Not Replacing Howard Stern." I think it is a good thing. It's got a lot of attention from his fan base, and I thought I was waiting for the onslaught. And it turns out they agreed with me. And I was like, well, I did not see that coming, but all is welcome. So yeah, please go check that out. YouTube at It's Eric Nagel. Thank you.
Well, everybody should check that out. It's a great show, and we always enjoy having E-Rock on here.
I throw it back to you in the newsroom.
Yes, thank you. Check out my personal podcast, The Blackcast, BLADTCAST, and 100 Songs That Define Heavy Metal, wherever podcasts are found. I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think anybody came close to this $10.
No, that was huge.
Yeah,
huge.
For our show, that's very huge. As always, this is Christian Blatt reminding you that every mic is a hot mic, but who are these burger daddies? Coming soon, Vinny Paulino, Rocco. Well, I'm not going to lie. Yeah. I would be pretty good on that show too. So check out who are these burger daddies coming soon. See you next Tuesday. Maybe we'll have some Howard stuff to talk about. Maybe we won't.